Hello, everyone. Welcome to Critic Non-Critic, where I, the critic, am joined by Jeff, the non-critic, as we review awesome new trailers. Today, we're going to be going over the new Joker trailer that Warner Bros. Just released. Looks pretty interesting. We're excited for that. Jeff, are you ready to dig on into this? I was going to say dive, but I didn't feel like that would be appropriate. So I said dig on into this to make it better, and now I sound awkward.
That's okay, because we're going to start the trailer right now. Okay, so let's start in the beginning. So we're at Gotham City.
Yeah, Gotham City, set in the 80s. If you can't tell from this gritty crime strain, this is or 70s or 80s early. This is an 80s set film.
And you said this is before Batman was Batman, right? We saw Bruce Wayne as a child.
We saw young Bruce Wayne and his father Thomas Wayne factors big into this story, as we'll see later on in this trailer.
So basically, Joker's been the crime lord for decades before Batman enters the scene. Is that official lore?
No, not at all. Usually the Joker's backstory is very uneven, and there's no writer is really committed to an actual backstory. The most kind of commonly accepted one is about the Killing Joke, which shows an unnamed struggling stand-up comedian struggling to provide for his pregnant or just his wife, and just make ends meet and make it big. He's lulled into crime. And he's thrown into a pit of acid by Batman and thus becomes the Joker. And that's like the most well-known backstory for the Joker, but a lot of writers for it intentionally leave his backstory unknown. So this allowed Todd Phillips, the director of this movie, to really kind of craft a Joker story of his own, because he doesn't really have a set backstory.
Okay, that's interesting. So in the 80s, Gotham. And is this character important at all? Is she referenced?
I believe if you look at that name tag, I think it's Barbara Keane, or Barbara Kane. And if I had to guess, that's a kind of an homage to Bob Kane, who was a creator of Batman. But I think Barbara Kane is also a character in the comics who is a social worker, and it makes sense if there's a social worker involved in this movie to show just how horrible Gotham City is.
Okay. So what did she say there? She says,
you have somebody to talk to, because does it help to have somebody to talk to? Because it looks like in this version of the Joker, all he has is his mother, who he looks like he has a really close relationship with.
So he's living in a slum.
That's his mom.
So he's like taking care of his mom, who I guess can't bathe herself. So does that mean his mom is maybe insane or something? Or?
Yeah, there were different backstories about the Joker's family, about like he killed his father. That was like one of them, and like abusive mom. He's never came from a good home. The Joker did, of course. Someone like the Joker really can't. So from this trailer, it's presented that the mom, it seems really loving and they really care about each other. But I'm getting a really big Norman Bates vibe, Norman Bates and his mother vibe here, where he is really, really dependent on her, and like their relationship is I think the key to the whole thing. That's just, it's a random way to watch, just water splash in your face.
So fun.
That's how we're having such a fun time.
This really seems like, the mom's kind of in a very childlike state of mind.
Yeah.
Just from from a mental standpoint, like he has to take care of her, to that effect. So here he is, shirtless, gaunt.
He lost a ton of weight for this movie.
Yes, as actors are wont to do. Is Joker's? He's usually a skinny guy, right?
Yeah, he's a lean dude.
Guy. Except for that time in that one video game, I think it was Arkham Asylum, or was it? It was one of the Arkham games. He becomes like super beefed, buffed up.
Yeah, he injects himself with a type of venom-esque.
They got to bring that
toxin.
Joker into live action.
That's Mark Hamill Joker. That's still the same Joker-esque.
Oh, yeah?
Same voice.
Yeah, they should do that. He's living in a shitty apartment apparently. What's going on here? It says here jokes. He's got some jokes.
Because this is a story of a struggling stand-up comedian. It looks like they're following that. He wants to be famous. He wants to be hip with it. He wants to tell the jokes, and I'm going to assume that goes really well for him, and he gets everything that he wants.
Yeah, sounds like a real wholesome story. He's got some drugs here in the corner. medication.
That joke looks awful. Look at that. Like that bottom one's like the worst part about having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't, and that's the joke. I mean,
that's pretty good.
I think he's going to bomb with that material.
I want to see the other jokes. It says, "Why did the old insomnia have to sleep with?" These are all dark jokes, I'm guessing.
I'm sure. I can't wait to hear his jokes.
I guess he's what is he, a clown at a theater?
Yeah, he's a sign spinner, and if you were walking down the streets for a store and you saw a clown spinning a sign, would that encourage you to go into that store and buy products?
I have to say no. I don't know if
I would
there's
run away.
I wonder when that whole creepy clown thing started. Do you think it was because of Stephen King's It, or was it always creepy?
I think clowns were always creepy. We just have a natural fear of clown. We have a natural fear of someone we can't tell what they really looked like behind their makeup.
That's deep, bro. So he gets bullied by kids, and that really kicks it all off. He gets hit in the head. He gets hit in the nuts. Look at that.
Yeah, he needs his sign though, because that's his bread and butter. He gets just hit in the face and punished for it.
And he got hit in the nuts.
I kind of wish this was just his Joker outfit, like just his normal Joker outfit.
It's not bad. It basically is, right? Like, he uses the same makeup, it looks like. And he dyes his hair green. Because this isn't that working. But everything else, it's not bad.
You would wear that?
So he's,
just beat up a lot.
Got one fat bruise here. And, again, that's the locker room.
Dancing with
hanging
his
out
mom.
with his mama. And so, I'm guessing the mama dies.
That's the question, is that the mama either dies or the mama abuses him more so than we see here and makes him like less of a man. So we'll see which one.
There's an obscene amount of trash outside this donut shop.
Donuts, you know how many donuts are thrown away daily?
It's a failing donut shop. The only 2 customers there.
Yeah.
So who is this? A romantic interest, perhaps?
Yeah, that's Zazie Beetz. Not really, I wouldn't say like a romantic interest. Maybe it's a romantic interest, but from the story breakdowns, she is a single mother of a small child who Arthur, who is Joaquin Phoenix, plays in this. His name is Arthur Fleck, befriends and just gets to know. And look, they're having a good time.
A good time at this donut shop. Is Arthur Fleck like a usual name for Joker? Has that been used in the comics before? Or
that was used somewhere, but I don't remember where.
Yeah, Joaquin does have a very just overall creepy face.
Yeah, he could go without the Joker makeup, and I'd believe him to be scary.
So he's going to this hospital, and
which looks like the version of Arkham Asylum. Like that looks like what this movie's version of Arkham Asylum is going to be. It's actually a state hospital.
Okay,
and hopefully it has better security than.
So they kind of didn't want to go as on the nose with Arkham Asylum. They're just like, it's Arkham State Hospital. Or does this become Arkham Asylum?
That's the question.
So there's a dude here strapped down having a seizure or something? Yeah, so, and he's just standing by. So what is this scene about? What's going on here? There's a cop here, a nurse.
It just shows that Gotham is a horrible place, and it looks like Joaquin Phoenix's Arthur wants to ignore the violence around him and just keep moving forward.
But why is he in this situation in the first place? Do you think it's his dad or something?
Well, the next scene, if you go forward a little bit, it looks like he's visiting this guy.
So this guy's in the hospital?
Played by the guy from Atlanta. It looks like he's
like a different place, right? With the bars and stuff.
That doesn't look like fancy prison. It looks like he's there to get something, and then he's there to get. Okay, here's my theory. He's there to get medication for his mom. That's what I bet it is. I'm gonna 100%. I'm fully down on that theory that he's there.
I just don't know what's going on in this scene. Like, why is he just in this room? What brought him to this room?
It's an elevator. He has to go to the elevator to go upstairs to get the medication.
Okay. See, I feel stupid now. I thought this was like a mental patient's room or something.
How do you think mental patients are treated? I mean, it's awful.
This is the Arkham State Hospital, there. Isn't it like terrible?
That he's just standing there.
It's an elevator. That makes sense. I did not know.
Played by that's the guy from Atlanta. He's a good actor.
And this is
it looks like he's at a comedy club where he's checking out the competition about how he wants to be.
This laugh. So this is just his laugh?
Yeah.
He just laughs like that normally.
That's a normal laugh. I laugh like that.
No, you don't. Oh yeah, you do.
You see?
Yeah. Put on his makeup, part of his act.
With a bunch of other clowns. Yeah, it looks like this whole, like, look at that. If you go forward just a bit more, that guy, there's a clown in the corner there. So
he's stealing his act.
So either this is either a group of clowns, and like I like that because he's forcing himself to smile because life is so shitty.
So, do you think they're basically making Joker kind of sympathetic, right?
Kind of, that we're supposed to understand that the world around him was so bad that he cracked and became insane.
Oh, okay. Is this supposed to be... I don't know where the hell DC's going with their superhero universe.
This is completely standalone. This is supposed to be on its own. This is not connected to their DC universe, which has Jared Leto playing the Joker.
Yeah, okay.
This is just its own separate story because they're throwing it out there just like, why not?
Okay. Do you think if this movie does good, that they'll run with it and they'll make another Batman to go off of this Joker and they'll just kind of reboot their DC universe again?
DC, who knows what DC? They could reboot everything. They might just make another Joker movie, like with a third actor instead. Just like, why not?
Yeah. Okay, so we got a subway here where he's back in his regular. So this is probably after he got his nuts kicked in. And he's just laughing.
He's probably laughing about how shitty his life is, or because he's forcing himself to laugh because everything's awful.
Yeah. And then he just gets beat up again?
Because when I'm on the subway and I see a clown laughing, my first reaction is, I want to punch that clown in the face.
Yeah, these are your stereotypical douchey business guys.
They're they had a hard day of business, closing stocks. And
gotta beat up this clown. Yeah. Not a fan of that trope. Let's see some... I mean, this is so easy. Like, he
business
gets
guys
beat
are
up because he needs to get beat up, you know? I don't know.
But no, I think the movie has to convince us, just has to beat him down so much that everything is, that he becomes the criminal, insane Joker.
Is it okay? What's in that bag? Is he running away from the subway, or does he have some cash, some drugs?
I'm gonna bet cash bag.
Because he has that bag in the subway.
He does? Right? So this is maybe after the subway?
He has there. Oh no, is that the same bag? That's a smaller
That's the same bag. That's the same bag.
It looks much bigger in this shot.
Yeah, no, that has to be the same thing.
So he used that as a cash bag.
Oh no, you know what happens? I know exactly what it is. They're in the subway, those dudes are beating him up, he snaps and he kills them and he runs away.
With all their cash and their suits.
Not even their cash. I mean, like, just whatever was in that bag must be important. So maybe the bro dudes try to take it. He beats them up. He kills them because he snaps. That's his first murder, and he runs off to hide. I
just feel like the volume of this bag is so much greater than the volume of this bag. Hold up, where is it? Right?
That's a plenty good sized bag.
All right, whatever. I think he kills these guys and stuffs this bag with their body parts.
This is so extreme. Okay.
And then he's dancing. He's like, I did it. I am the Joker now.
Yeah, I finally snapped.
I am the Joker. So Charlie Chaplin.
That looks like...
What is the significance of Charlie Chaplin?
Modern Times is about... I think it's a movie about how like an economic depression just like kind of ruined Charlie Chaplin's life and how he was so poor and had to rise up, and the social and the lower class had to rise up. I think that's what Modern Times is about. Which is important because this is a movie about him being really poor, and it looks like rising up against a higher social class.
Oh, and this isn't Wayne Hall.
Yes, it is. So this is the movie that they're showing. Wayne Hall showing.
So Joker is basically getting his perspective from Charlie Chaplin in the Modern Times movie. He's just copying the movie.
Yeah. He's not really copying it. It's not more like copy. It's more like it's a filmmaking choice to be like, it's an homage to Modern Times.
So he gets kicked out, I guess?
Yeah, it looks like he goes there for some reason.
And you got a gun.
Yeah.
Weird dancing. Don't want to see that.
As always.
Different subway scene, now with more clowns. So he's recruiting some clowns.
Yeah, it looks like he's recruiting people to his cause of anarchy, and it's causing a lot of people to rise up. which if you go, and that actor is Shea Wigwam, who's a great actor and I love him. He's in a lot of stuff. So it looks like he's a cop chasing him down.
You think he's gonna be like the good guy in this movie, or the?
He's the cop, yeah, looking to stop him.
Okay. Big clown nose, very, very clown-like. And okay, so you say that this is Bruce Wayne?
That is 100% Bruce Wayne. That is actor, what's his name? Is that like Dante Pereira Olsen? And it was announced that he was playing Bruce Wayne. So, it looks like, I mean, this is their first interaction. And I think this is very interesting because Thomas Wayne, I don't know if we've seen Thomas Wayne yet. He's the guy talking on the TV screen. And that's important because, where's that happen?
Is he this guy?
No, that's Robert De Niro, but go back more.
Okay. Go back.
A little more. I think around the Modern Times place.
Oh, okay. Back to the Modern Times. So.
That guy, the guy talking right now.
Yeah.
Keep playing. That is Thomas Wayne, who is his dad. And
this guy, okay.
That is Thomas Wayne. And looks like usually the Thomas Wayne that we see in comics is more upstanding and like a good guy, the one who inspires Bruce to be better. But it seems like this version, he's being portrayed in a more, kind of seedy light. And like and if he's the one if he's like the ultimate villain in this story, we could have a reverse situation here where usually Batman's presence in Gotham City inspired all these mass villains to rise up, right? Like they're the answer to Batman's antics. Mm-hmm. So usually Batman's inspired the Joker, but it looks like in this situation, if Joker is in a situation where he causes enough chaos and anarchy and he gets Thomas Wayne killed, then therefore he actually created Batman instead of the other way around, which is an interesting kind of story to tell.
I mean, if it's all about the plight of the lower class and stuff, then Thomas Wayne would be the bad guy, right?
Yeah, so he's the bad guy.
So in a way, it'd be like Thomas Wayne made Joker, which made Batman. If he's the one that ends up killing Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, instead of I don't think he'll be the one to kill Thomas Wayne. Maybe not. Who knows? But I think he at least inspires him because they're mugged down in the comics. They're mugged down in an alley by like a common street
regular
criminal.
Dude.
If the Joker, if Arthur Fleck in this one causes the people to rise up, then I think that'll be in a direct relation to that. So therefore, he created Batman.
I know there's a Telltale game actually, the Batman Telltale game.
I love that one.
So you played that one, yeah. So yeah, that's one where Thomas Wayne was definitely portrayed as more of a seedy guy. He had connections to the mob. Yeah,
you learn about his history, and it kind of breaks the mold of what you would expect from Thomas Wayne. Which is, I guess, a different way to go, and I guess as years go by, I mean, like, why not go that?
Yeah. So here's him at the comedy club. He's killing it out there, obviously.
Yeah, it looks like he's finally tapped into the darkness that makes the life funny.
Yeah. Oh, first of all, this is really unsanitary. I gotta say, that's like, where's the parent? Where's Thomas Wayne in this one? Get your fingers out of my kid's mouth.
That's Bruce Wayne's fault for like standing near the gate and letting a weird man stick.
Oh, he has flowers there. Do you think he's giving him flowers?
He must be trying to send a message to Thomas Wayne.
Okay, so you think the Joker is giving him these flowers? I thought it was Bruce Wayne giving him flowers.
Maybe Bruce Wayne's a nice kid.
What is this? More dancing? Yeah, dancing. Ooh, he's a smoker. Okay.
Yeah, this is I think one of the most interesting aspects of it. Robert De Niro's in this movie, which is weird because to see Robert De Niro in a comedy in a movie like this. But when this movie came out, they were trying to court Martin Scorsese to be an executive producer of this because they wanted a really gritty crime 80s feel to it, and Martin Scorsese's really good at that. In the 1980s, Martin Scorsese directed a film called The King of Comedy starring Robert De Niro. Right?
Oh, okay.
And that's about a struggling stand-up comedian who's like a psychopath trying to impress a big talk show host who's very famous, but he's like crazy and he's like kind of insane. So it's kind of funny that The King of Comedy, which is about a struggling stand-up comedian, starring Robert De Niro as this struggling stand-up comedian, is now is clearly being homaged in this scenario where Robert De Niro is being cast as
The king of comedy.
the other character, as the talk show host that he was previously courting in the 1980s.
So basically, this is a sequel to The King of Comedy.
where Robert De Niro is playing the character he always being the talk show host he always wanted to be.
I think that's a pretty natural progression.
Yeah. So that's just a fun thing.
Yeah, that is pretty cool actually. And so this is. I guess he took this place over. Is that a clown already? No, that's just a regular guy.
Regular guy. So it looks like
they're on the same.
funny.
He's on the same stage as Robert De Niro for sure.
Yeah, so it looks like what happens is that once Joker kind of goes crazy and gets his mood by, he gets invited onto this big show, which I'm sure he was vying for this whole time. And I bet once he's in that audience, he's going to kill everybody there.
Oh wow. Do you think this riot is happening outside of that theater, and that he kind of?
I think it's outside. I think it's outside Wayne Hall. Because look at those stairs. Those look like fancy
the red
stairs.
Carpet and everything.
Yeah.
Same red carpet as before. Okay. So he recruits these clowns. He's running from someone in the psych ward.
Oh, that looked like a file. So that's what he was after when he was when he went to the mental institution. It looks like he was after that file because he must be. I wonder who he's searching for. It might be either his mother's. It might be maybe it's that girlfriend Zazie Beetz. Like it might be something about Thomas Wayne. Who knows?
He gets run over, and he walks down a hall, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm the Joker, bitch."
Yeah, that costume is really growing on me. Actually, I like just in this time period, I dig it.
And those are probably the same flowers that he was giving to Bruce, or maybe Bruce gave to him. What if Bruce is a big fan of him as a comedian? Like he becomes a comedian, gets famous, uses that status and power to fucking kill everyone. But before that, Bruce is like, "Hey, you're my favorite stand-up," and he gives him his flowers.
Yeah, this is a funny guy. He might, but then what? He sticks his finger in his mouth and just like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, smile. You gotta smile. Yeah, and then he's like, smile. I don't like fingers in my mouth. Then he became Finger Man. Finger into your mouth, man.
Finger Man.
I like this little dance he does here.
I like this just because
Stompy.
I like it just the fact that at the beginning of the trailer you see him walking up the stairs all downtrodden. Mm-hmm. But now at this point you see him kind of walking down, kind of happy.
Yeah, this is a really good trailer. I think overall, I think a lot of people were pretty skeptical about this when it came out. Is that fair to say? Or when it was announced? Absolutely, 100%. Todd Phillips, the guy who did The Hangover, is doing a Joker origin movie. The one villain who's not supposed to have an origin when the DCU is in shambles and already has a Joker playing. So there's so many strikes against that. But I don't know. I dig this trailer a whole lot, and I'm definitely going to see this. Yeah, it seems to be a very artful trailer, and the movie, like you said, pays homage to lots of different source materials, which is interesting to me. I myself am not interested in the DC universe at all, basically. Basically just because of all the movies.
Even when it's a standalone movie like this?
Oh no, I was gonna say I would be interested to watch it. I don't know if I'd go to theaters to watch it if it was really highly acclaimed, maybe. But I have changed my opinion of it. I think it is definitely worth a watch.
Cool. Any final thoughts about this?
I just want to do one more announcement. One more PSA. Don't do this. Don't do this to random kids.
Don't do this. You might make kids turn into Batman. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for joining us in our first attempt at Critic, Non-Critic, where we do a deep dive. We'll do this again some other time at some other point in history. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.